Hello, queens and kings. It's Dana Stewart Coates, Killer Queen Antique Jewelry with the Sunday preview. Probably the long-awaited Sunday preview. My husband's back from his holiday, and, well, I've been a good wife. As you should be. Been busy taking care of my husband, taking care of my home, and as you can see, buying jewelry. Now, my moderator, Deb, well, she's our moderator. Deb won't be with us Sunday, so take it easy on me. It's gonna be just me, kids. Hopefully, some of our other moderators pop in, but I don't want to impose. So, I'll have another device, and we'll put the start bids in or the price in, and we'll go from there. Sounds like a plan to me. Now, Deb, speaking of Deb, she asked me, what's the theme of the show for Sunday? Because, yeah, sometimes they get a little themey. Looking at what's on the pad right now, the black velvet pad, a lot of it is Scottish. That looks discolored, and it's not. It's not all Scottish. Some of it's English, some of it's French. There's a little bit of American here, to be quite honest with you. Well, other than me, I'm a whole lot American. But you'll see. So without further ado, let's get into these pieces, and we're just going to go through them pretty quickly. I'm not going to give you measurements. We'll do that tomorrow. See if I can come out just a little bit there so you can see a bit more of the tray. You know, I love to zoom in so you can see the pieces. We took a look at this, the 9-karat gold Victorian Scottish agate. It's carnelian and bloodstone. And if you're new to the channel or you missed the description on this piece, both of these stones were considered protection stones. That's the bloodstone, of course, and then the carnelian, and the pattern repeats. And of course, all of that is hand chased, which just means hand engraved. Has a large 9-karat bolt clasp. Might even be able to negotiate with me and get a heart clasp out of me if you really wanted one. Let's see. Now this one has a box clasp, hidden box clasp. It just slides in that way. I'm always terrible at doing this on camera. There we go. And then it hides in those agate panels. And these are banded agate. Or, yeah, well, the orange banded agate, the black banded agate. That's a chevron agate. That's a bloodstone. And that is a black banded agate. And of course, it's Victorian. It's a Victorian, another hand-carved or hand-chased Scottish bracelet. These bracelets, I didn't say, are from the mid to late 1800s, for the most part. Well, I guess I could just go with the next new bracelet. Yes, I've been in touch with my Scottish dealer. And what makes this one so fabulous, of course, is the buckle. These are very desirable. I mean, they all are, but this one's especially fantastic, I think. And it even has the little bit that catches it. That's a very nice adjustable one. And a new bracelet here. I love moss agate. It's a bit of a sickness for me, but yeah, and this is antique, but unfortunately for me, or for many of us, it's only a 4.5 at the moment. Now, Bob will cry. Bob is my jeweler, and you know, our jeweler to the channel, but I would imagine he could maybe take it up to maybe a 7.5. Probably maximum. I've just had this like fascination with antique tiger's eye. And if you see modern tiger's eye, is it beautiful? Yes, it is. But when you see the antique tiger's eye, I'm sorry, it just sort of pales in comparison. It actually has the arduescence or chatoyancy of fabulous moonstone, the antique material. It just leaves the modern stuff a bit flat. Do I like the modern? Yes, of course I do. But there's just a big difference to it. That's a Victorian. That's Montrose agate, bloodstone, banded agate. I think that is portrait jasper and bloodstone as well. These are very rare, the sampler. Antique agate brooches. There's an Scottish Mizpah. These are 2 prolific, well actually 3 prolific antique Scottish brooches. And we'll get into more about what they are tomorrow. This is actually, I bought this from my Scottish dealer, but they're usually, when they're Victorian, they're usually Italian. And this is, of course, tiny because it's Victorian. It's only a 4.5, and it cannot be sized because of the construction of it. But this is a Fedi Gimmel. That's F-E-D-E-G-I-M-M-E-L, if you'd like to research that. The hands clasped are friendship, but this one means a bit more because it reveals a heart. They're usually used for wedding rings or promise rings. Fantastic for, I'd say they're fantastic for an anniversary as well. There's a beautiful black banded agate. This one is just perfect the way that it's banded. And of course this is a padlock. Not with my arthritic hands tonight, but it will pop open and can lock any bracelet. Or you can wear it on a chain or however. Now these are probably Art Deco, because I'll show you, I have another pair with a necklace coming up next. They are Scottish blue lace agate, and they're screwbacks, which, if again you're new to the channel, I love screwback earrings because they fit everyone and they're comfortable on everyone. I'm going to finish up with the Scottish pieces and then we'll start in with the rest. I'm looking at the bracelet. Yep, there is a Scottish piece on there, so I will pull that down. This is rose quartz, same type of earring, Art Deco, screwback, and then a stunning Art Deco rose quartz bead necklace on chain. Like a bit of rose quartz as well. There is a Victorian. I need to test that. I keep forgetting. This is probably a rock crystal quartz. And if it's not, then it is lead crystal. But it's Victorian. And that's banded agate. You're like, God, this woman is banging on about agate. I do like them. I mean, there are some really beautiful ones. This is a Cairngorm citrine from Scotland, set in sterling. It is also Victorian. This piece is very rare. Now, it is sterling silver. It is Scottish. The bead caps, everything, all of this is handmade, hand worked, and hand engraved. And it's, of course, carnelian and banded agate. A crucifix, rosary, I think suitable for a necklace. I'd rock this. A la Madonna. But fantastic. Just, oh my gosh, look at the detail on it. Everything about it is beautiful. Yeah, completely handmade. Now, this rock crystal, technically, it's from, I bought it from my Scottish dealer. Can't wait to go to Scotland and find some of these in the wild myself. But this is, of course, rock crystal pools of light. It's Art Deco. And this is the 3-banded or 3-balled necklace with a rose petal and marcasites. And these earrings actually would complement it. They're separate, but they would complement this necklace fantastically. Move those off because I do have another earring holder to show you. Loads of earrings for you this evening. Well, it's evening here. Now, this I will put on a chain for tomorrow just to display it for you. It's actually quite rare and stunningly fabulous. This little monkey is a necklace, and he would sit however on the length of chain you would want him to. Ideally, I would think, you know, just below your collarbone to show him off. He has garnet eyes, and I need to check his stones. Now, I purchased this from one of my dealers as paste. I'm sure they checked it, but, you know, just crystal. But the eyes are garnet. And his little face is absolutely adorable, and I love his little tail. And then he's got a large crystal at the end there. Sorry about the lint, guys. On black it happens. Now, if you're new to the channel, one of my favorite people is Lizzie London. Of course, this is Victorian. And that'll go to Lizzie. I think I'll have it made into a necklace for her. Let's see. No, we haven't done all of the agates. Now, these are blue agates. They are probably 1940s. They're quite stunning. They're marked sterling. That's a 1940s or later clip earring back. Now, going with blue agate. This bracelet is gilt, and if you purchase the 2 pieces, I would recommend that you had either this silvered, it is silver gilt, but you could have this resilvered or those gilt. Wouldn't that be just pretty fabulous? Let's see. This is Victorian. Now, this is a chatelaine piece. This would have been on a lady's chatelaine. And as a matter of fact, I do have a chatelaine in here. But of course, it's been converted to be a pendant. Now, usually these would have multiple chains. This chain would have had more chains from it. But this is how I purchased it. So just imagine that would hang from one of the chains. And you could put stamps in these. You know, you could hide anything you wanted in them, actually. It is completely hallmarked. But they were usually kept like a Vesta case, like a man's Vesta case for matches. It's Victorian with a fabulous, heavy, long chain. Just grabbing here. This piece, I don't like that it was over cleaned. It's 835 silver and it's Art Nouveau, a type of repoussé panel. Now, if you would want it darkened in some of the crevices, just let me know. I mean, it is fabulous that it's cleaned and has been restored back to its, you know, original condition. But I kind of like antique silver where it has a bit of the, you know, it has a bit more character because some of the tarnish is left in. Let's see, there's a huge biwa pearl and rose quartz bracelet as well. In fact, I'll pan the camera up so you can see all of the bracelets. And maybe you can see that gorgeous Art Deco pendant necklace back there. Let's see. Maybe we'll just leave the bracelet bar up because I don't want this to be too crazy long. And we'll just go through them quickly. Now, that's a Thomas L. Mott butterfly bracelet. This is a very rare, and the reason I say this piece is very rare is because that is not painted like many of the Thomas L. Mott scenes. Let me see if I can get in there. That's the actual butterfly wing that makes that Art Deco brooch look like a waterfall. Now, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with the painted ones. I love this tropical scene. Very pretty. Let's see. Now, this is a check, gorgeous check crystal. White and green crystal. Of course, the green stones are uranium. The bracelets are uranium. I don't think anything else is on there. Anything else on there is uranium. That is an antique. The British white and red rose. I like the fact that it doesn't have enamel on it. So it's just a British rose. That's Czechoslovakian crystal. That is a sterling expanding bracelet. This is a vintage, not antique, but vintage delicate labradorite bracelet. I told you there was another Scottish bracelet up here. Now this one is Victorian and Scottish. This bracelet is Swiss. Of course, it's a beautiful bracelet watch. I showed you the uranium. That is sterling and Aurora Borealis crystal. That is not a coating. That is actually Aurora Borealis glass. And there is such a thing. Swarovski copied the Aurora Borealis glass. I have two up here, but I think I have a few more heavy duty. Yeah, I know I have a few more heavy duty charm bracelets. There's a new, well, there are two Albertinas up here. This is, of course, a brand new one. And it's Victorian. And I know you all love the enamel. So I found an enamel violet. Gorgeous vintage chased sterling cuff. Another a pannier. And a pannier means that it actually drapes like a panel on your wrist. I showed you the Japanese intaglio crystal bracelets. Told you that I've had loads of them. This one is Art Deco. It's reverse carved intaglio. And it's a gorgeous blue opaline crystal that the Japanese carved. Now, they're bracelets from the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, maybe even the 60s. Oh, here's that other bracelet. Now, this one is vintage. It's one of those traditional, like, 3-band, heavy duty, big chunkin' clasp on it. Charm bracelets as well. These people were asking about roll gold. Now I will zoom in and show you that these bracelets are the expanding bracelets that everyone loves. Two of them with hearts, one with sort of a deco pattern on them. They are Art Deco and they are roll gold. Where's that one marked? Well, the other two are plainly marked where you can find it. Let me see if I can catch it. And yeah, here we go. We'll zoom in there. Sorry about that bracelet thing. You know, I have a big bougie one, but it's also a pain to move. 9-carat roll gold. So the bracelet is rolled in 9-carat. And you can see these are antique and they look fantastic. Let me think. Of course, there's more bracelets. The American one that I told you about. Rare Retired Sea View. That's what these are called. The Fantastic Moon. This one says Expect Miracles. Has Aurora Borealis around it, set around it. This bracelet is retired. And it's, of course, Kirk's Folly. I have some more Kirk's Folly as well. Trying to get through the bracelets. This one, of course, is Czechoslovakian. Beautiful seed beads and Art Deco. I'm trying. Oh, well, there is, of course, there are bracelets on the tray. We will have the tray, the 50 and under tray. This is a very rare piece, big, heavy. I'll weigh it up for you. Bakelite. Not only do I have the bracelet, this is crystal Bakelite. Here's a crystal necklace, and it still has the fabulous bohemian clasp, where the little you would clasp it, and that little bit of fabric would hang down the back of your neck. That's the bracelet and the necklace. Let's see. There's coral. There's natural coral. There's a natural coral necklace. You know, branch coral. And then a pair of Mikimoto, or Mikimoto, not Mokomoto. Mikimoto, real coral. They're tiny, but they're 9-karat gold. And that is, of course, angel skin. There's a lot. I haven't even mentioned, oh, that's messy over there. Don't look at my mess. My desk is very messy right now. I will have it all completely cleaned up tomorrow. All right. We'll weigh this up for you. It's very heavy. Swirly cherry Bakelite. This is also a very large, heavy piece. Look at this isn't even hair. It's just like fuzz. Egg yolk. Amber. Natural egg yolk amber. Of course, Art Deco. Oh my heavens. There's a French piece. She's on sterling and she's hallmarked and she's absolutely fabulous. And she's hand painted on porcelain with her antique chain. There will be some Aurora Borealis crystal. Actually, quite a bit of it. Would be great with that Kirk Swally. Uh-oh, what a drop. That's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Be great with that Kirk Swally piece. This is rock crystal quartz, and these are extremely rare dragon's breath seed beads. They have the iridescence of Czechoslovakian dragon's breath, and even a bit of like a bit of the breath going across the bead. Zoom out so you can see that. We're a little bit too close there. There we go. There's also ginormous, humongous rock crystal quartz with natural amethyst. There are loads of crystal, of course. What am I missing? Oh my gosh, these two beautiful necklaces back here, and of course all the rings. Oh, this is Victorian. Probably German. It's 935 silver. It's Victorian and absolutely beautiful. There's a large, fabulous check piece. I'm going to pull this out of the way just to give you a quick look at those two necklaces back there. One is Victorian, and those are carved acorns, and they're also amber. The other one is Art Deco, and that is glass, and it's signed RK. I believe it is French and French jet. It's a little twisted on there. It's actually very, very pretty. It's not hanging there correctly. We'll work on that tomorrow. I'm going to show you the rings really quick. You know, I wanted to clear all this off, and I've just gone and made more of a mess as I pulled more things out. Like we say, a beautiful mess. We can put those bracelets back up there. That made a bit of a mess here as well, didn't it? It's late, guys, so forgive me. I'm normally not this disorganized. Well, I don't try to be. You shouldn't say that I'm not, because I am, but I don't try to be. Okay, we're going to go through the sterling rings quickly, and then I'll give you a look at the gold rings and show you some earrings. And unless you ask for anything else, that's pretty much going to be the Sunday show. Now, there are, of course, oops, that's Scottish too. That is not a padlock like it looks it would be. It is actually a pendant. That is Scottish and like a thistle motif and malachite. And it's a pendant that would hang on a chain. There's large, of course, amber ring. Oh, this is a Kirk's Folly. It's sterling and Aurora Borealis. There are quite a few Kirk's Folly pieces on the tray. Now, this one I'll only part with, it's going to sound dear, but I'll give you the price tomorrow. It's Art Deco. It's huge. It's rare. It's Art Deco Blue Uranium. And that's really not probably showing up as well as it will with the lights off. Maybe we'll get to do a light show. This is a brand new ring. It is, but it looks Art Deco. I like things that are styled Art Deco. That is citrine. This is Art Deco, and it is iris glass. Gorgeous iris glass, and we'll tell you about that if you've never heard about it. These are gorgeous almondine garnets. You can see them. They're pinky purple. That's a brand new ring. Meant to look Art Deco, of course. That's a brand new amethyst ring. Meant to look Art Deco. Gosh, I didn't show you any gold. This is gorgeous, glowing green chalcedony. If you can see that glowing onto my nail there in a heart shape. This is jade and diamond accents. That one is, of course, and that is amber. There should be more amber rings. There's another amber ring. This one is a multi-gemstone ring. This large, beautiful aquamarine looking. It's crystal, but that is sterling. This is chrysoprase, which is actually one of the most expensive green stones. That is an agate. And that is, of course, Art Deco and a sugar loaf cut. This is an Art Deco jade. It's called a tablet ring. It's carved. And, of course, pierced. That's all hand done. 14 karat gold. You don't see amber and gold that often. Victorian sapphires and diamonds in 18 karat. We have one of the signet rings available. There's the gorgeous, I can't believe these are still here. They kind of go with my nails. Willow or Ethiopian opal. Then there's a diamond and ruby ring. And then the gorgeous Edwardian opal. Which I restored the luster to. And now it definitely has every color in the October sky. Don't know how well that's reading on camera. It's amazing in person and mind-blowing outside. There's gold. We're gonna go through that real quick. Let me grab that. Where are we at? 34 minutes. Oh my goodness. How much of this do I want to show you? I mean, I want to show you all of it, but there is a large, fantastic $30-gram charm bracelet. Oh, hooked on to that jade ring. This one is Victorian and 15 karat, all hallmarked. This one is rose gold. Large rose gold heart. This is 1940s. Rubies and rose gold watch. There's loads. I can show you loads more tomorrow. There's a brand new, well, not brand new, vintage brand new in the box, which also doubles as a jewelry box or a small jewelry box. Geneva 9-karat gold watch with extra links. Sorry, I just think a proper watch is classy. Does that mean? I don't know. I think a lot of people still wear watches. I think if you want to look smart, if you want to look smart as in classically dressed. Another new piece of gold here. I looked up and there's hanging. I haven't had much white gold, but this is a brand new on chain white gold crucifix. And I need to check. I think this one's 14 karat. I think it's Italian and 14 karat. Very pretty. That's of course micro mosaic, but it's Grand Tour. If you're new to the channel, you haven't seen it. Looking around. Oh, earrings. All right. Now, these are opaline glass and garnets. The earrings are antique. The pendant, I have a pendant that sort of matches. Now, you can see that's a Mozambique garnet. And these are Bohemian garnets. The pendant is vintage. The earrings are antique. They tested silver. They're not marked. There's some beautiful moonstone and blue topaz earrings. And they're moonstone bordering labradorite, because anytime that moonstone shows that rainbow arduescence, they grow together. So anytime you see like rainbow moonstone, it's actually, you know, kind of part of labradorite. Now, these earrings are antique and they've been set on vintage wires. But they are antique crescent moons, man of the moons. Yeah, yes, I love the moon and just about everything to do with it. These are also probably 1940s. Mexican sterling, large earrings. Fantastic if you don't like your lobes. Just pop those princesses on. Then there are beautiful enameled, more blue topaz. I love blue topaz. I love aquamarine. But these are enameled. And they are blue topaz as well. I'll give you a sneaky peek at the tray, because there's some pretty fantastic things on the tray, on the 50 and under tray. Let me make sure I've cleared off the expensive. I use the tray just to hold things as well. No, all these pieces are 50 and under, and there's some really, really incredible things on here this week. So, let's take a little sneak peek at that. There's a large, very large amber necklace. There are some beautiful brooches. I mean, some of these are going to be very, very, very reasonable. There are some nylon thread. I won't charge you for the nylon thread. That necklace is crazy expensive. There are some really cool articulated Aurora Borealis. I think I have a couple more different styles as well. There's loads of amber. That's an antique check brooch. I think that one's gold plated, but it is a small gate bracelet with a heart. We love Aurora Borealis. I love Aurora Borealis. There's loads on here. Some gorgeous cat brooches. Some cat earrings. We'll go through it tomorrow. And I think with that... Oh, Lord, we're at 40 minutes. I'll sneak peek you. I will show you all this, but probably won't present it till... Oh, heavens, I don't know, Christmas time. It's a very expensive piece. Victorian Bohemian garnets. Even the clasp is fantastic. If you want to see it, just ask. And we'll have more pieces to show you tomorrow. The sale will be at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That makes it 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and let's see, 8 p.m. here in England. Yeah, 3 plus 5, yeah, that's 8. I think I started an hour early last week. Didn't hurt us. Well, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening.